Okay, I'm going to talk about the first spiritual dream I can remember having when I first got saved. This was back in '98. I got saved February 12th, 1998. This was a few months after I'd gotten saved, and I was getting into the Bible, and I still didn't know a lot about the Bible yet. So once I had learned a lot more, this dream really um, kind of tripped me out. So it started out. And I'm sharing these because I've been noticing a bunch of people here on YouTube lately have been sharing their dreams. And I know the Lord's been wanting me to share some things. I just have been praying about, who I share it to and um, as far as how that goes. And after watching all these, the Lord spoke to my heart and said I should share also because I feel like the Spirit is moving here in the last days. So, that being said, the first dream I had back in, I'd say around April or May of '98, I was walking down the street and it was real busy with traffic. And all of a sudden, a guy on a motorcycle pulls up and he says, "Hey, Matt, can I give you a ride?" And so I turn around and look at him. He's got dark hair. Uh, I said, "Well, what's your?" I said, "How do you know my name?" I'm thinking to myself, I don't know how he knows my name. And I'm thinking, who is this guy? So I asked him, "Who are you?" He says, "My name is Michael." So something inside me in my dream told me that it was safe to go with him. So I got on the back of the motorcycle with him. And so we start to go, and we start going in and out of traffic really fast. And next thing I know, we're pulling ahead of everybody, and all the traffic's back behind us. And then as we're going over these little hills, and I remember just thinking how fast we were going and how scared I was. Well, all of a sudden, when we went up this one hill, we took off into the sky. And as I looked up into the sky, this little portal starts to open up. Like the sky just started opening, and it was a portal. And we go straight to the portal. Well, the next thing I know, we're out in space. And I look back and I see the stars everywhere. And I look down, I can see the Earth from, space, like the satellite images of Earth. That's what I see. And when I'm on the back of his motorcycle still, and everything's just complete silence. I mean, I think all I could hear was like maybe a wind blowing or something, like when you're out in the air. But I can't remember that for sure. I just remember it being silent. And then next thing I remember is that another portal started to open up, and so we went to that portal. And then next thing I know, we were over the city, but I know it wasn't on Earth. It was somewhere else because it looked different. I mean, it looked like Earth, but everything was gray, black and white. It seemed like, and it was empty or like it was unfinished. And then it was like a snap of a finger. I was in a classroom, but it was back in color again. And I remember the desks were all empty and the chalkboard was blank, and the door was open, and that guy Michael came walking in. He had a little smirk on his face because he could tell I was just tripping out. I was thinking like, what is going on? And he kind of just smiled and looked at me, and he asked me, he goes, "Do you want to see God?" And I remember thinking to myself, "No, I'm afraid if I see God, I'll die." And he goes, "Well, if you could ask God anything, what would you ask Him for?" So I was like, man, if I could ask God for one thing, what would I ask Him for? So I'm thinking of all these questions I could ask God. Like, one question I could ask God, I better make it a good one, right? And it was like right before I answered, I woke up, and I was so mad that I woke up because I feel like I missed out on an opportunity to like really. I mean, I feel like I was really talking to this, angel or whoever he was, and it was crazy because 3 days later, you know, I feel like I missed out on this opportunity. Well, 3 days later, I'm reading the Word, and I'm reading about Solomon, and I read where an angel came to him in his dream, and the angel asked him if he wanted to see the Lord, or I believe it was something like that. And then he asked, well, what do you want to ask God? And Solomon asked him for wisdom to lead his people. So God, the angel said, well, because you asked for something good and not for something that like materialistic, God will make you the wisest man to and give you discernment to judge your people. So that being said, I started praying for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I still do to this very day, but I still don't really know. I mean, the Lord's been showing me certain things, but I'm just curious what other people, if they see this, what they could offer as far as insight goes. Because I'd also heard that somebody said you should never try and interpret your own dreams, even though sometimes I feel like the Holy Spirit will reveal things to me in my dreams, but it's not always through my own understanding. It's when I start to read something, or he'll show me something in the Bible later on that it'll remind me of that, or I'll be watching something on TV, or somebody will say something. It's just different ways he does it. So if anybody has anything they could share with me, I would appreciate it. Um, I'm gonna stop this video and start a second one on another dream I had, and these other dreams are probably gonna be more to do with in a day's time. So, but if anybody has anything to say, I'd appreciate it. God bless you.